Well, there's a new movie in the theater. It might be part comedy. It might be part scary. We'll find out. It's called The Monkey. Here's Bart and Jennifer Mills. Welcome, Bart and Jen.
Good morning.
All right, so this movie is just out in the theaters right now, and I watched the previews, and I kind of giggled to myself, to be honest with you. Tell us about it.
So there is a lot of giggling in this movie, a lot of laugh out loud moments. So this movie is directed by Osgood Perkins, who is Anthony Perkins' son. He did last year's Long Legs, for anybody who remembers that review. So with this movie, we've got twin boys who discover a toy monkey that their dad had brought home just before he mysteriously vanished. They turn the key in the back of the monkey and people die. And it's not the person that you want to die, it's just anyone dies. So because of this, they don't know what to do with the monkey. They throw it into a well, and then years later, they come back as adults and get it out of the well. Well, no, actually, it just appears. Sorry, it just appears back in their lives, and they've got to figure out what to do with this monkey and try to get rid of the threat forever.
Right. So this movie, this is probably why Toys R Us closed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Too many killer toy
It's also
monkeys.
because this is based on a Stephen King short story from the day, Skeleton Crew, which is probably the most famous of his short story collections. And so everybody read this as a kid, and there were takes on this.
I did.
And this is why, you know, those toy monkeys that bang the cymbals or beat the drums terrify almost everybody. Stephen King single-handedly made that a thing. So
Yeah. So one audience member said that it was 60% comedy, 10% drama, and about 30% horror. Do you agree with that?
Oh, 100%. So I'm going to set up the pawn shop theme real quick. So you've got the dad, and he's got the monkey, and he takes it into a pawn shop, and he's looking around the pawn shop, and you see axes, giant knives, flamethrowers, crossbows. You just know. You don't know how something's going to happen, but somebody's going to die from one of these deadly implements hanging on the wall, and it's going to be gory, and it's going to be funny.
Yeah. So this movie is 1 hour and 38 minutes long. It's obviously rated R because there's obviously some killing and whatnot in there, right?
Some very hilarious deaths.
This is a lot of Rube Goldberg deaths. If you're a fan of Final Destination movies, that's what this is. It's funnier than Final Destination. It's smarter than Final Destination is, though I love the Final Destination movies. But this is you're just basically waiting for people to die in some sort of comical misstep with a bunch of Rube Goldberg nonsense involved. And if you like that kind of movie, this is for you.
All right, so let's go to my favorite website. Of course, what is it?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes. So Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 60% audience approval rating, which is kind of midway.
Yeah, well, they're wrong again, as is always the case.
This was definitely at a strong 85, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, this is one. You know, just to be clear, I mean, this is a gory horror movie, and if you like your horror with some comedy, and it is really more of a comedy than it is a horror movie. So if you're a real purist, and Stephen King fans can be purist, and in recent years, a lot of the Stephen King books have been, or the movies that have been made from them have been sort of dour and a little bit overthinky. But Stephen King is not high literature. It is, you can see it on the shelves behind us here. It's not high literature. It's supposed to be fun. So this is fun.
Yeah. Is it kind of funny just because the killings and stuff is just so absurd?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, everything is just ramped up to 11. So that's what makes it funny. It would be disturbing if it was just people dying, but the comedy comes from the exaggeration of it.
All right. So let's go to the big reveal. Are we giving this movie a big thumbs up, somewhere in the middle, or a big thumbs down?
Big thumbs up from me.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of laughing. Yeah.
And I give it a thumbs up. And I would say, while this will work at home fine, this is one of those movies, and we saw it in a matinee. So we were alone in the theater, which was kind of fun because we were able to sort of goof off on our own. But this would be a fun movie to see with a lot of people because this is a movie where people's responses is going to be half the fun.
All right, so we're going to have to rush out for a laugh to see The Monkey. Well, Bart and Jen, thanks so much for coming out today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.